Good afternoon, good evening to everybody in Michigan here. We are going to hop on here and give a brief update in regards to the upcoming pattern and also some rain potential for this evening. Go over a few of these details with you guys. Not too much exciting to talk about, but there is some things we want you guys to be aware of as we head into tonight, tomorrow, and also the weekend into early next week. So consider it the midweek update stream for you, and we'll go ahead and jump in here in a minute here. But first, can you guys hear me in the chat? Give me a thumbs up if you guys can hear me. Let me know where you're watching from too. See how many people we get in here and give me an audio check, somebody. I'll do it myself. Okay, cool. Thank you, Matthew. Thank you. All right. So thank you, Bill, Adrian. All right, cool. So we do have a bunch of rain coming overnight tonight into tomorrow. Looking at the updated forecast for tonight, we're going to see rain already on radar. I don't have the radar pulled up here, but rain is already pushing across into northern Indiana, northern Ohio, into Michigan tonight. That'll overspread the area. We do see it quite well here on the. Actually, let's go to this one instead. This one has a little bit better handle on things here. So here's your rain, northern Indiana, northern Ohio. That's going to push up into the area here. Overnight tonight, some could be heavy at times. It's going to push all the way north, the entire state, really the entire lower Michigan and probably eastern half of the UP gets down the rain here. This is going to last all day tomorrow, overnight tonight, and into the Friday morning hours. Tomorrow afternoon, particularly in southeast Michigan, kind of watch that zone where we do have some surface instability trying to take shape here. Not concerned about severe weather, but if we do get the instability up into southeast Michigan tomorrow morning, or tomorrow afternoon, should I say, we could be looking at a couple of thunderstorms likely in the area there. And again, no severe weather, but we could see a couple good storms over there on the southeast side of the state tomorrow if that does hold out here on models. And this is one of the models that we look at. We have a couple of these models suggesting we could see some instability try to push up into this area tomorrow afternoon, evening. So how much rain is going to fall, though? We're going to be looking at the precipitation accumulation now. 1 to 2 inches widespread across the entire lower part of Michigan and eastern half of the UP there. What that's going to do, particularly where you get closer to 2+ inches of rain, that may try to get some localized flooding going on as we get, closer to the maybe isolated higher amounts, closer to maybe 3 inches in some spots, especially in southeast Michigan, if we do get training of thunderstorms, stuff like that happening. So just be aware that it's going to be rainy the next 36 hours, and we could see some flooding potential with that system. Now, the big question of the video here is, what is next week going to look like? Now, we're going to be looking at what we think here to be a stalled warm front is going to come into the region here starting right around Saturday, Sunday, and lasting all the way until Thursday. So being there to just go ahead and assume this is going to happen. Let's just go ahead and assume we're going to have a warm front stall out somewhere in the region here. What that warm front does is, number one, it creates a source of lift to get showers and storms going repeatedly. Okay. Number two, that warm front can enhance wind shear. Another focus is going to be number three. It's going to be unstable south and along of that warm front there. So those three things coming together are going to, what we think is going to promote not only showers and storms, but maybe potential for some severe weather into next week as well. Looking at a few different things here. This is your temperature chart here for the entire Midwest region. Let's go ahead and take this full screen for you guys to see a little bit better. You have Michigan up here, Ohio right here, Indiana, Illinois, Wisconsin. We're going to watch as we move into the weekend. Nice warm week here. We're going to cool down just a bit for Thursday behind this low pressure system for tomorrow. But as that moves into that's going to cause the rain, should I say. Low pressure moves off. Severe weather in Ohio. No severe weather in Michigan, but it is going to cause a bunch of rain for us. That's going to move off into Canada. And then we have a return of the warmth into Saturday. And now watch what happens here on Saturday and into Sunday. We have a warm front. You can't really see it here. We see these black lines, the ripples here. That's your warm front here, where it kind of bows out to the east or to the right here. That's where your warm front's going to set up here. Right across Wisconsin, right across central Michigan. This is going to be Sunday morning. That's going to stay there. going to Monday, that warm front, you see these ripples again, you see where it kind of butts out to the east. There's your warm front staying in the area here on Monday. So we have Sunday to get through. We have Monday. Now it's going to Tuesday. Again, your low pressure system develops out here in the plains, and a warm front is draped to the east of that low pressure all the way across most of lower Michigan with this one. But right across central Michigan, we see a little bit of indentation there in these black lines here, indicating that's where your warm front is. Also, you can see up here with these cooler temperatures, greens are your cooler 40-degree temperatures. South of this is going to be 60s, 70s, maybe even reaching 80 in parts of the region. Further south you go, the higher chance that becomes. But this is Tuesday. We head into Wednesday. That low pressure moves off to the east and north. That's going to swing the warm front further north. It's going to allow Michigan to get into the mid 70s for Wednesday. But what that's going to do is also bring a cold front across on Wednesday that could spark some showers and storms again. That moves off. We may have a potential for another system coming in for Thursday. Another low pressure develops out here in Iowa. And that's going to, again, leave a warm front right here across Michigan and a cold front back here across the plains, pushing in toward Missouri, Iowa. And again, another round of showers and storms potentially moving in for Thursday. So, again, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, back to back to back to back to back. We're going to have a shot potentially at some showers and storms and also potential for severe weather. Now, is this going to be set in stone every single day? A chance? No, nothing like that. These types of setups here, they're going to be. I'm frozen. Am I still frozen, guys? Let me know if I'm still frozen. I'll continue though. But with the warm front being in the general vicinity here, we're going to be looking at again renewed shower storm chances. But with that, with the let's go ahead and do this one. Hold on. Can you guys see me? I'm moving loud and clear, Chris. Okay. All right. So with that warm front being in the area, we're going to look for a couple of ingredients here. Instability for one. So this is going to be your instability model. This is why Ohio has a threat for severe weather tomorrow. Looking off into the weekend, though, here is Saturday. We have a good axis of instability here setting up across the Midwest. But Sunday is a day to watch for Michigan. We have a good rise of instability here with the first push of the warm front in southern Michigan. Again, this isn't set in stone. This could drift north, drift south, which is going to be kind of what we're going to be watching here. Moving to Monday, it comes a little bit further north here. A good wide portion of the region in 1 to 2,000 plus surface cape there. And as we move into Tuesday, though, that's going to continue to be a threat here across Michigan. And here's Wednesday, a really good bright area of instability here in Michigan on Wednesday. And then with Thursday, again, a repeat across southern and central parts of Michigan as that low pressure moves in. So this is going to drift north, drift south. It's going to kind of it's going to change a few times between now and then. We're still a few days out from this, but the overall pattern on both GFS model and the European model is that we're going to have at least a renewed chance of repeated rain, storms, and potential for severe weather there. Now, these days will domino affect themselves. What I mean by that is Monday is going to affect how Tuesday plays out. Tuesday will affect how Wednesday plays out, so on and so forth. So to sit here and tell you guys we're going to have severe weather on Wednesday and Thursday over Tuesday or Monday, I'd be sitting here, lying to you guys. We don't know exactly what's going to happen with this setup. All we know is that the pattern supports rain, storms, and potential for severe weather if everything comes together, perhaps multiple days of that. So with that being said, that's all I have to share with you guys for right now. If you guys have questions about the rain tonight into tomorrow and also a potential active pattern upcoming, let me know. I won't be on here too long, but I will be here to answer some of your guys' questions. Hello from Plymouth. Hello, Cheryl. But no snow. Nope. We are completely. This is a risky thing to say. If you don't live in the UP, we're done with snow. I don't think the UP is going to see much in the way of any snow in the future. But I just the temperatures long term are just way too warm. We're in the 60s and 70s from here on out, from what I can see. Flooding problem for Southeast Michigan, potentially. It's not going to be widespread, but if your areas are prone to flooding, low-lying areas, ditches, stuff like that, easily could see some localized flooding going on there. The rivers, like the main rivers, like the Grand River, Raisin River, like the main rivers through Michigan should be okay. Um, the smaller ditch type fields and maybe your yards that are low lying, those areas will be prone to flooding over the bigger rivers, but definitely could see some flooding here across the state. Rain starts. I mean, actually, if we take a look here really quickly on radar, I can pull that up for you guys. We do have rain moving into the southern part of the state here over the next couple hours, actually, which is going to be the start of this. Let me go ahead and pull up the radar here for you guys. I did not have it pulled up to begin with. I probably should have, but it is what it is. Here we go. Bring up my beautiful face full screen for you guys. There we go. So here's your rain across northern Indiana. This is going to be pushing north towards us over the next couple hours here. It may take some time to work its way north, saturate the atmosphere, stuff like that, but it's going to start tonight, if not next couple hours here. So how windy will it get on Friday? Great question, Adam. I forgot to talk about that. There is potential for some gustier winds on Friday. We're not thinking it's going to be too big of a deal, but we could see some gusts up to maybe 40 miles per hour across much of the state. Let me go ahead and pull up the wind map here for you guys. There we go. Here's your wind on Friday. We're going to see a good expansion here across most of the state here. The purple area. Oh, actually, I am still on my radar. I apologize. I need to pay attention a little bit better for me. There we go. There we go. All right, cool. So this is your wind map here. The purples here are going to be 40 plus knot. Up here in northern Michigan, we could see a run at 50 or maybe even 60 over the bay over there. But overall, it's going to be very windy on Friday, up to 40-mile-per-hour gusts, more than likely. So yeah, winds may be an issue. What happens with these types of systems is when we have a lot of rainfall, it saturates the soils. Very That's weird. There's a plane flying very low. That's usually not a thing here. But overall, the rains are going to saturate the soils, and when that happens, the tree roots are more so not. It weakens the roots in a way where wind could topple trees over more easily because the ground is so saturated versus a drier type of soil. When the soil is wet, the roots give way more easily. So we could definitely see a lot of rain here tonight, tomorrow, and into Friday. We have the wind come through. We could see some power outages from falling trees, stuff like that. Definitely a possibility. But the winds don't look to be like, oh, 50, 60 plus, nothing like that. I'm thinking more so 40s at most. Any other questions? I froze again. Am I freezing for anybody, or is it just individual people who are freezing? All right, got some questions about just jumping on here. So I'll go ahead and recap this. I'll go ahead and hop off here. So let's go ahead and jump back to the beginning here. We do have a potential, not potential, we do have a pretty good chance for widespread heavy rainfall tonight into tomorrow and into Friday morning here. We're going to see. I'm frozen. I'm freezing. I don't have no idea why. Hold on, let me get my internet. Check this real quick. Go ahead and continue talking here. So widespread rain tonight, 1 to 2 inches is likely between tonight and also into the morning hours of Friday. So between now and Friday morning, 1 to 2 inches, localized flooding is possible. Southeast Michigan in particular has potential. My internet's good, guys. I don't know what's going on. I run on full speed here, so might be a StreamYard thing. I apologize if I am freezing up. I don't know why. But I do know that there's been some issues with the streaming software that we use, so that could be it. Although I have no idea. So anyway, Southeast Michigan in particular here may have a chance to get a few good thunderstorms tomorrow. Not expecting severe weather, but we see this instability creeping up here towards the Metro Detroit area. So Lenawee, Monroe, Washtenaw, Wayne counties especially, maybe a tad bit further north towards Port Huron. That's going to get into a little bit of a activity, maybe like enhanced rainfall, but also your thunderstorms. Not expecting hail or gusty winds, nothing like that, but it could generate a few good storms for you guys. This is tomorrow. Overall, it's going to rain. Overall, I think I already covered this, but here's your precipitation accumulation. Widespread 1 to 2 inches across lower Michigan, eastern UP as well, getting in on the action. This is going to be rain, not snow. And then the attention then turns after this week to the Sunday to Thursday time frame where we're going to have an activity of potential multiple systems where a warm front stalls out across the region. It's going to bring a lot of potential for rain, maybe some storms, perhaps severe weather as well, perhaps multiple days. Again, it's going to be a trend we're watching, a pattern we're watching very closely. But overall, specifics at this point in time are just kind of dull, blurry. We'll have to wait until we get closer to get more so specifics. But right now, expect rainy conditions, potential storm, maybe severe weather as from Sunday to Thursday timeframe. All right. With that being said, I'm going to hop off here. Been here for 20 minutes or so. Um, with that being said, appreciate you guys watching. Hit the like button for me on your way out. But that's all I got to share with you guys. I'm gonna go ahead and try and figure out what's wrong with my stream and go from there. But with that being said, I'll hop off here. Thanks, guys, for watching.